Well, thanks for joining me. Well, that was a very early start for me, but I'm delighted to say I'm here at the Amex Stadium here in Farmer for an English Premier League match between Brighton and Hove Albion and Sunderland. A lot of people say that the English Premier League is the best league in the world, and it's certainly a very entertaining one, and I'm looking forward to the match today. I've had a pretty long drive to get here, but I'm just delighted. I'm buzzing to be here. It's not often I do a ground hop and actually get to see a new ground while watching a Premier League game. So I'm really looking forward to the match this afternoon. Well, it's a very handsome looking stadium here in Farmer, and it's set in a really beautiful part of the world, the South Downs. So Brighton were founded in 1901, and a year later they moved into the Goldstone ground. That remained their home for decades. When that was sold, the Seagulls played a couple of seasons at Gillingham, ground sharing, and then they came back to this area and played their home matches at the Withdean Stadium, which is primarily an athletic circuit and not ideal for football purposes, although a team called Brighton Electric still play there. But this, the Farmer Stadium or the Amex Stadium or the American Express Stadium, whichever one you want to call it, this is a purpose-built ground for Brighton, and it really does mark what a professional outfit Brighton are these days. Because from the depth of despair of being on the brink of going out of the Football League, Brighton have worked their way up the Football League and into the Premier League, and they're credible. They're always in the Premier League these days. And a couple of seasons ago, they had a European run. So Brighton and Hove Albion really do mean business, and the Amex Stadium looks pretty smart from the outside. Well, we are a few days before Christmas, so the Salvation Army and their beautiful band playing some Christmas songs before the match here today. Well, this is a nice touch. In the modern ground of the Amex Stadium, there is a tribute to the Goldstone ground, and some of the team pictures, one replica shirt there, which looks very impressive. And the most beautiful part of it all, I think, is this legitimate, authentic turnstile from the Goldstone ground. That is superb. Nice one, Brighton. Well, I'm inside the ground now, and it's really good to be here. The concourse is colourful. It's got good outlets of food and drink. The TVs are on, showing the Newcastle versus Chelsea game. It's good to be in here. Now, Brighton, the city, is famous for being inclusive. There's a shop in the city centre called Vegetarian Shoes, and I've bought some shoes there myself in the past, and they sell vegan shoes. There's lots of places to get vegan products, not just food, although there are some fantastic food outlets here in Brighton. So With that, and plus the inclusivity of the LGBTQI community here, it's very diverse in terms of ethnicity and lots of different faiths here. It's very culturally diverse here. It's great. And I love Brighton for that reason. I've been here for a few years, but I love it for that reason. Because I am woke. I'm self-confessed woke. And the wokest person I know, because it's just the right thing to do. If the further away you get from being woke, I think the more likely you are to start painting roundabouts. Anyway, I digress. Because Brighton is such an inclusive city, I'm really looking forward to see what Brighton and Hove Albion offer vegans, because I'm the vegan groundhopper. And I'll be looking forward to see at this food outlet over here what is available for me to eat on this Saturday afternoon in December. I needn't have worried. Obviously, Brighton come up trumps. I've got a vegan pie, and it's a vegan cheese and cauliflower pie, which I'm going to sample before your very eyes. And it's good too. I did have the choice, so maybe at half time I'll go for a vegan hot dog. But hey, this is living the dream. Brighton and Hove Albion, thank you very much. The vegan groundhopper approves. So I've made it inside the Amex, and the crowd is slow to enter. There's loads of stuff to do before the match here. There's fan zone outside. There's lots of good grub in the concourses. So people haven't taken their seat yet, but it is an hour before kickoff. So I just like to get in the ground and soak up the vibes. That's why I'm in so early. But today's match, it's Brighton versus Sunderland. Brighton, as I've said, have established themselves as a real credible Premier League team. But for the visitors today, Sunderland, it's their first season back in the top division after many years in the abyss of the Championship and even League One. But Sunderland have really started like a house on fire this season, and they won in their big match against their rivals Newcastle last weekend. So they are surprising everybody this season, it must be said. Brighton last weekend were beaten by Liverpool at Anfield, which is no shame in that, of course. But I'm sure the Seagulls will want to get back to winning ways today. So we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. But this is a lovely ground. It's a modern build, so everywhere has got a good view. The sight lines are good. There's no pillars to obstruct the view. And maybe doesn't have the character or personality of Sheffield United or Ipswich or Luton, but then some would say that's a good thing. But it's a nice place to watch football, and the seats actually, I've just tried out my seat, and that's nice and comfy too. So far, Brighton and Hove Albion, Amex Stadium, pretty good. Premier League football in Sussex. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Sunderland. Sunderland to kick off. So half time, 0-0. So no goals in the first half. Both teams a bit cagey. neither really getting a grip of the game. If anything, Sunderland the better of the two teams here, but still all to play for in the second half. Let's just hope we get some goals. Just for the record, the last two times I've seen Sunderland play, they were both 0-0, so I don't want a hat-trick. Anyway, my half-time treat today is this. It's a buttermilk and it's a peanut nugget chocolate bar. It's like a Snicker bar, but for vegans. They're really nice. I'm still feeling a bit full after my pie at the start, but I'll struggle. I'll manage to get through this, I'm sure. Closer and closer. Well, Brighton really rallied in the second half and they were banging on the door constantly. Sunderland held firm, and I suppose in the round, Sunderland were a better team for 3/4 of the game. So it's probably a fair result that it finished on us even. Unfortunately, no goals, but the Brighton supporters are giving a generous round of applause to their players. The final game before Christmas here at the Amex, and it wasn't without drama. There was a lot of action in the goal mouths, and certainly there was a good atmosphere inside the ground. So there you go. Final score 0-0. But a good experience, and I'm reflecting on the whole time I've spent here at the Amex. It's been really good. Obviously, from my point of view, the food part of it's great. The atmosphere in the ground was good. The seats are actually padded and really comfy when you're in the ground. Friendly people around and about, and it's all good. So there you go. That's about it for this video. All that remains for me to say is thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully you'll join me next time. So until then, I'll say goodbye for now.